Guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this look using very affordable, student budget friendly makeup. If you're interested in this video, please continue watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize my face because that's looking very ashy. I'm going to apply some eye cream just to make sure my under eye is properly hydrated, and to avoid any creasing once I set my concealer and my foundation. That really helps. The reason why most people crease under their eyes is because their under eye area isn't properly hydrated. So just make sure that you get an eye cream or get like a face cream for sensitive skin to use under your under eye, and make sure that it's properly hydrated. And then I'm going to use some face cream. I'm using these little sample sizes I got from Estee Lauder. I got them when I bought my serum, so I think I'm going to get more of these because I really like them. It's so important to make sure that your skin is hydrated. I know a lot of people, especially people with oily skin, don't really moisturize their face before applying makeup because they feel like it's gonna make it worse. I mean, you only have flawless makeup for an hour max, and then your makeup will, or your face will oil through the makeup. So just moisturize your face. Make sure you get products that like counter the oiliness, so like an oil control cleanser or an oil control, like a mattifying moisturizer or something, but make sure that your skin has something on it before you go into the primer. The primer that I'm going to use is a new one. Most of the products I'm using today I have never used before. It's product that I achieved, like the Mail press drops and whatever, so I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before. But the product that I'm going to use is this Catrice HD Active Performance Primer. It says it's got an SPF of 30. It's waterproof and it's sweat proof. It has a pore minimizing effect. It comes in these little like drop applicator things. This sounds good to be true, too good to be true. It's got an SPF of 30, it's water and sweat proof. But okay, let's see. I'm not too sure how much of this I'm going to apply, but let me just apply some here. I think one like dropper is enough. I don't want to apply too much because most mattifying, okay, I don't say it's mattifying, but it says it's pore minimizing. Most mattifying primers make me look really dry. I think I've got slightly, I don't have dry skin, I've got combination skin, but I really don't like mattifying primers because wow. I usually apply primer on my brows as well. Don't ask me why. I think it's a new thing though that I recently started doing. Not too sure how much this primer is. As I said, I didn't buy these products. Most of them I got from like press packs and stuff, but I will link all of them in the description box, so don't worry. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some highlighter just for that like glow under my makeup. This is also from Catrice. It's the Golden Dust Highlighter Drops. Ooh, this looks really nice. I'm going to add it on the high points. Okay, why is it so clumpy? Okay, you need to like really shake this product. My nose. Okay. It's slightly thicker than I thought it would be. I didn't expect it to be that thick. I don't think there's like a cute way of doing this. I'm just realizing now that this is really not attractive. How I'm applying this is not cute. So I just decided to film today. I mean, I haven't filmed in such a long time. But I was like, you know what? I went to the gym at like 5 and I was like, I'm in the mood, so I'm just gonna film for my peeps. I really hope you guys get to seeing this, because there's a lot of stuff that I film but like I never post because I'm just not happy with it, or I wait too long to post it and then I get over it, or I find that I'm doing things like slightly differently and it just doesn't work anymore. So the foundation I'm going to be using is this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I put this in this tutorial because I think this is very affordable for the amount of coverage, and just like it's a really great foundation and it's really affordable. So for all of my students and anyone else that's like trying to keep a tight budget in terms of like makeup, this is a really great buy. But even if you like have the money, I still think this is a really great buy. So yeah, a lot of people believe that you need to spend like a lot on makeup to get like a good beat, which is not really true. Some of the products that I use like all the time are from like Essence and NYX, like my brow pencils from Essence and my eyeliners from Essence as well. So it just depends. You just need to like really take your time with it. Oh, this looks like dark. Let me just continue. I think I filmed a video with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop before, and turns out I was using a different shade. A shade that I'm not supposed to be using, because I use my NYX Total Drop as a reference, but the shades aren't the same. So now I'm using the shade Mocha, which looked dark, but it's blending very beautifully into my skin. Well, I think I don't mind wearing a darker foundation because I can just always add concealer, and like it just gives me a better dimension and just like more definition of my face just overall. I don't usually use a beauty blender, but it actually feels really good. First of all, I'm so lazy to wash it. Most of my brushes I can get away with like not washing immediately afterwards because I can just use alcohol on them, but a beauty blender you need to like actually wash. But the application is just so beautiful. This beauty blender is from Sorbet. I can only ever use Sorbet beauty blenders. The others just don't work, or maybe I just haven't tried enough, but you can just never go wrong with this one. It's so fluffy and it doesn't eat up your product. It's just really awesome, and it's really cheap as well. So yeah, you can get that if you want. I absolutely love the coverage on this foundation. I mean, I haven't had to like build it up, but I think I'm gonna build it up on this side of my face. Maybe just like give it a second go all over my face. But notice how I'm waiting for it to dry first and then finishing off the rest of my face, as opposed to just like adding on layers of our foundation in the same spot at the same time. It doesn't build up that way. The foundation needs to settle into your skin first, and then you need to go in with the second layer after you feel like it's settled, or after you've completed your whole face, and then you can just build it up in your problem areas or any place you feel like you need more coverage. I'm just gonna blend it into my jawline like so, because I don't want my face to look like it's floating. Okay, now my foundation is done. The coverage is really great. As you guys can see, I look really awesome. Well, I think I'm not really like I haven't seen it yet, but from the looks of things, it looks good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna conceal my face. I'm first gonna go in with the bad bitch of concealers, the LA Girl Pro Conceal, just because it's affordable, and I'm sure this was like everyone's first concealer. For like, I still really like use it a lot because it's just that great. Literally, I was reading up an article on like concealers and stuff, and apparently this concealer has the least amount of oil, just like overall. So they put like concealers on, I think it was tissue paper, and they waited for about, I'm not too sure, but it was a couple of hours, and this had the least amount of oil in all of them. So this is really great, and it means that if you use this, your powder won't cake afterwards. Cause I just hate it because it does that. I don't know if that's happened to anyone, where like it squirts out like that water. Like, look, it's happening again. I'm not too sure what that is or what it means. I just hope I'm not losing any like important, I don't know, makeup nutrients. This is so annoying. Oh my god. Okay. And I hope it won't make my foundation cake. My concealer. The nice thing about this foundation is that it's not like quick drying, so you can just take your time applying it on your face, and you can take your time blending it as well. I found that with a lot of concealers, they dry up too fast, so by the time you get to like blending them, they're like already dry and they've left marks. Like you can actually see this is how I applied my concealer. So I really love that about this product. I think just LA Girl concealers are just the best, just generally. I mean, I think they've got really good coverage, but you can always build it up if you feel like it's not enough. But I literally can't complain. They've got like really nice warm shades. They've got an extensive shade range as well, and queens. Just gonna blend that out using the same beauty blender, and I'm gonna look up high into the ceiling just to make sure that my concealer gets into those fine lines. And I'm gonna drag it all the way up to at an angle like that, just so it gives my face that lift. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but if you drag your concealer up that way, it gives your face like dimension. So you start your contouring process and it lifts your eyes and it just makes you look more alive. That's a pro tip. I'm joking. I heard that on the Bobbi Brown YouTube page. Look at this coverage. It's just so bomb, I promise you. Okay, now that I've blended out my concealer, I'm just gonna add some concealer on the top of my eye. I'm not gonna pick up any more products. I'm just gonna use the product that's on my beauty blender already, just to cover my eyes and give it a good base for my eyeshadow. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible foundation stick, and I'm gonna contour my face and my nose. I'm not gonna do my forehead. I have bad experiences with contouring my forehead. It's just always so obvious during the day and I get so annoyed with myself, so I just don't do it. I'll probably like contour with some powder at the end, but I'll never put on like a foundation or like a cream contour. It's important here is to raise your brows up like so, just to give you enough space to blend out your contour. And you blend it all the way up into the beginning of your brow. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I could have used like an affordable one, but I just don't trust them. If you've used one that you really like, please recommend it in the comment section. Please don't recommend the Yardley translucent, because I've tried it and I think that's a foundation that, powder that's very common, and I personally don't like it. So I just feel like there's certain things that you need to spend on, because this literally will last you like 6 months, this lasts me like 6 months and I still use it on my clients and stuff. So I just feel like it's worth the spend, you know. So I got this off Modern Dolls. I'll link it in the description box, and I think it was about 5 something. So yeah. I just usually put it on the lid like that, and then I pick it up with a fluffy sort of flattish brush like so, and I dust it off just so I don't have too much product on my face. Dust it off and have it look like so, and then I will just look very high up into the ceiling and I will press in the powder like so. Very important to look up into the ceiling so the foundation settles into the fine lines that usually occur under the eye. You can go in again, press that in like so. And if you got too much product on your face like that, don't worry about it. You can always dust it off with a foundation brush at the end. Sacha's really easy to blend away. It's just that you need to be really like careful with the application process. You can use a brush like the one I'm using. You can also use a beauty blender if you want like to go into baking and stuff. I'm not gonna have that conversation today. And then I am going to set my contour using this NYX contour palette, and it's in the shade Deep or Profound. I think it's about 220 if I'm not mistaken. This is what the palette looks like. This is what it looks like inside. Again, never been used before. It's gone. I'm probably going to use this blush shade, and I'm going to use this shade to bronze. I'm going to go in with the bronzer shade. They don't have names, but it's the shade over here. This is the darkest shade. And I'm just going to work my way into my cheekbones like that. It looks more of like a highlighter to me than it does a bronzer. But it looks cute. Then I'm going to go in with the really pink blush. And I'm going to work my way from the inside out into my sideburns, top of my cheek and out, applying the most pressure in here and the least out there. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys so you guys can properly see what I'm doing, as I usually do. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this Essence eyeshadow primer. It says it's an eye primer and you apply it directly before your eyeshadow. It's for perfect and water look during the workout and leisure time. I think I'm not really gonna go to the gym, but I think it's just waterproof and sweat proof more than anything. So that's what the product looks like. It's of like a concealer texture. Just gonna take that and apply it on the top of my lid like so. In with this Hello New York eyeshadow palette. It's also from Essence. Again, I've never used this before, so I'm a little nervous. I get so nervous about using products I have not used before. I'm gonna go in with this purple shade. They don't have names. And I'm just gonna press it in to my eye like that. Ooh, pigmented. Ooh, minimal fallout. Ooh, awesome. This is so great. Ooh, this is really nice actually. I never expected it. Yeah. You guys can see. And I'm gonna put it in my inner corner like so. Okay. And I'm just gonna go in circular motions. Circular, circular. Just gonna go in with the eyeshadow primer again and do a young cut crease. This is not working out too great for me in terms of cutting my crease, so I'm gonna use another product that I usually use. This NYX Eyeshadow Base. And I'm probably going to use another brush as well, because I'm not winning. I'm then going to go in with this white shade here. I'm the most clumsiest person in the world. This is so annoying. I don't know if you guys can see the difference between the two, but I guess it isn't supposed to be obvious. I'm going to go in with this warm color over here, like so. Ooh, this looks nice actually. I'm going to use that under my eye as well. Okay, then I'm going to go in with some liquid liner to just finish off the eye. Not finish off, but finish off the eyeshadow look. I'm going to be using this Essence Super Last Matte Black Eyeliner. But I'm going to be using these lashes, which I got from China Mall. I think they were like 40 bucks as well. A lot of China malls have them. Almost all China malls have them. They're really nice and fluffy, and I really like them. They're so affordable. I'm going to stick these on and then I'm going to come back. Okay, while I wait for my lashes to dry, I'm just going to quickly fill out my brows. I'm not doing anything too hectic. Just a natural-ish brow. I'm going to be using this brow pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate. It's from Essence. I think it's about 30 rand or so. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. I'm going to draw in the natural direction of my brows, and I'm going to blend up using Swiitchbeauty. I'm not doing anything too hectic, just slightly filling them in. Because they're not really trimmed, so I don't want to try to do like a fleeky brow and then like you can see the mess that's underneath my brows. Brow, I'm going to also be using this Essence product. It's the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It's to style and to comb the brows. It's got a spoolie as well inside, and it just helps set my brows throughout the day. It keeps my brows in place. A lot of people always ask me to do this on camera, so I am. What I usually do is I take a mirror like that and I place it under my chin so that I can see where I'm placing the lash. So let me just zoom out so you guys can see. Okay, so here's the mirror. It's in this like palette, so that's why it's folded like that. And the mirror is literally under my chin, and I'm looking into it and looking where I'm placing the lash. Alright, start in the center, then work your way out. As you can tell, my glue's not properly dry yet, but it's not a biggie because I'm actually in a rush now. And then you just use your fingers or a tweezer to just stick on your natural lashes onto the lash band. Then I'm going to use the same shade I used in the beginning of my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use it in my inner corner. On the tip of my nose. As a highlighter as well. I'm actually only using this because I don't have any drugstore highlighters that I can think of at the moment, or I can access at the moment. So yeah, this is actually nice as a highlighter. I use eyeshadow as highlighters all the time. Some of my favorite highlighters are eyeshadows, so I'm just gonna line my lips using the same pencil I used for my brows. And I'm gonna blend that out with a brush. And then I'm gonna go in with some matte lipstick in the shade Thicc from Swiitchbeauty. It's like a lip crayon vibe thing in the center. I don't like the line, it's disgusting. In the center like that. Okay, so that is it from me. This is the final look. If you do like this look and you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.